It's amazing how they manage to cut any kind of meat into portions with a bamboo knife in a few seconds. No large mammals live in Guinea, but that's no reason for their cuisine to be any poorer. The bird kingdom is well represented. Until now, 860 bird species have been discovered in this area. The beautiful paradise bird stands out the most. We struggle.
I'm willing to bet you money there is some type of predator mammal that lives there. It'd be impossible for it not to be.
Go through the green labyrinth of the widest virgin jungle on our planet. The native tribal leaders are grumpy, muttering something about the old prophecies, which tell about spirits with faces as white as dead fish, coming to their land and turning the jungle inside out, like the skin of the paradise bird.
And you know that is about the white man. He want to cover that up and make it be something different. But no, that's absolutely right. They told the story of his ass coming in, turning the jungle inside out, turning it into Detroit.
People in another village also take us as bad spirits.
See? He said I should chase this guy away. This is not good. He knows it. See?
A man's duty.
He made his kids go in the house. He knows that these guys steal children. See, he's not telling you all that. But you can see the kids are in the house. He's protecting them.
Is to protect the women and children hidden in the treetops.
See? He's saying, you leave. You leave. And here he go, confident that this man is not going to kill him because he know we have divine nature. They know through years and years and years and years and years of pushing that treachery on us that we are not in our heart capable of just submitting that type of barbarism. But he, on the other hand, he will and is going to. That's why he's there. Because he's on reconnaissance. And to prove that to you, there's a guy behind him with a camera taking pictures to report back to Obama.
An arrow flies past my head as a warning. The man relaxes noticeably after we assure him that we come in peace. His name is Khat.
We come in peace. What we're going to do is tear this place to pieces. We're going to build a 7-Eleven. We're going to build a police station. And we're going to build some houses. And we're going to build a water station. We're going to build an electricity plant. And we're going to cut all the trees down and let all you guys pay us rent. And we're going to give you a bunch of guns and some crack. And yeah, you all can have shootouts on the corner with each other because you're not going to be able to just keep climbing up this tree forever because we can't make a profit off of you with you doing that. So say goodbye to paradise because Peru Rambo is going to become our source of sustainment real soon. ASAP. Yeah.
Anipalma.
That's how we get down.
The height the hut is built at shows their fear of strangers to be greater than their fear of nature.
That's because we don't fear nature. We know that we're a part of nature, so why should we fear it? We just know that it is what it is. But you, on the other hand, we don't see you as nature. You're not natural. You don't even eat natural food. You eat stuff that comes in plastic that you open up and eat. And we don't understand all that. Why don't you just get a fish out of the water like everybody else does? You're very strange. Yeah. But you think we're the strange people. Yeah.
We've caused a stir in the tree village. One of our porters made a ball for the scared children.
See, we had to make this ball for them because even though they live out there, and we see them making these already, they don't know how to do this. See, the kids in Hawaii don't know how to do this either because I'm the white man, so I made this ball for them. Just like I gave the niggers French braids. They didn't know how to braid their hair like that. That's why they're called French braids. Because us French people who hair can't be braided went to Africa and taught the niggers how to braid their hair, and that's the reason they have to call them French braids. But really the truth is, when we conquered the niggers, we stole their hairstyle and just called it French braids. And you guys are stupid, and to this day you still call them French braids because you're stupid and you still worship us as your God because you're stupid, and you still eat chillin' because you're stupid. I mean, why else would you want to still eat the leftover remnants of a sorry-ass pig that we didn't want, and you had no other choice but to eat it? But you still eat it. And we even raised the price. And you still buy it. I mean, damn, that's why this little baby is crying, because he's psychic. He knows what's gonna happen. And he's sitting there looking like he's gonna give me this stupid ass ball. And he's gonna take the whole forest. I bet you he's gonna replace this ball with his fucking holy Bible. That's why the baby's crying, because he's psychic like a czar. He knows what's gonna happen. See? See how that works?
The parents frighten their small children. If you're naughty, a demon in the shape of an ugly white man will come for you from the jungle.
It's gonna be Santa. He's not gonna bring any toys. He's gonna steal your little boys. See?
A bad white ghost. It seems we're the first strangers that these natives have ever seen. From now on, they'll evaluate the entire unknown world according to us. We try to break down the barrier of fear with cubes of fruit sugar, as they don't know what sugar is.
See, right away we start giving them stuff. And I'm telling you that it's sugar. But it's methamphetamine. Trust me on it.
They're skeptical. Kaniparma again shows the greatest courage, refusing an offer.
He said, "This is great. This is some good shit." I don't even know what this is. I'm incarnated. I used to smoke this in New York, man. You ain't fooling me. My homie, I know what this is. Yo, what's up? You alright?
The food would be unpolite.
I'm sad as hell, but I'm telling you, this is the idiots they make out of us. Today is sugar, tomorrow is crack.
Sago damper is...
And you won't be sucking on this titty forever. Infamil, Similac. How else am I gonna have money to run around in my little jet? Come on, you guys, you gotta see the beauty of it all.
It's the most delightful meal for the natives. For our taste buds spoiled by a variety of chemical flavourings, it reminds one of polystyrene. But with a bit of garlic and some spicy sausage, it tastes excellent. These inhabitants of the Stone Age survived with simple tools. The stone axe is certainly the most important of them. They simply could not build their houses without it. Just now, Kaniparma is making a new axe for clearing the jungle. Iron is not yet known in this region. An iron axe could cut down a tree much faster. But why?
That's right. Why? What's the sense in hurrying through life to do things faster so you can end up with a city like Detroit? Every time you invent a tool that'll make a job get done faster, you take a job away from someone who otherwise would have a job. The only people who think like that is a person that wants to make profit Otherwise, with your whole life ahead of you, there is no need to hurry. Hurrying is something that comes from the conceptualization of someone setting up a society that operates on a linear scale. And that linear scale will normally be fitting to perpetuate a format that brings completeness to one person and dilapidation to another. And that's the only reason for someone having to hurry to do something, because you have an appointment somewhere. And most of the time when people have an appointment somewhere, it's because they are going to have someone else do something for them. Out here in the bush, left alone with nature, he don't need no one to do shit for him. But once all his sustainment is taken away, that's the minute he start finding the need to answer to appointments. White man set up appointments. The black man never had a need for no damn appointments because they were always where they needed to be at all times. What I mean by that is everyone being as skilled as they were, they knew where they needed to be, and there was no one standing around there to make sure you were there like we have in this world now. Control of people. If left alone, people will do what they're supposed to do. The reason why we're controlled is because people want to force us to do what we are not supposed to do. And that means go to prison, have homosexual relations with each other, shoot guns at each other, smoke cigarettes, drink alcohol. None of this shit these people out here doing. He's not going to sit there and try to convince me that this man was smoking tobacco without having some type of prior engagement with some Europeans. That's what happened. They come and disrupt the natural harmony of all balance through drugs, homosexuality, deprivation, imprisonment, bad propaganda, all that's brainwashing, you name it. This man has a perfect life left alone right here. But people all over the planet wants to believe that if you're not whipping around with an SUV, running to Walmart, eating meat, having foolish sex, doing drugs, going to church worshiping Jesus, they believe that all that shit is normality. But all that shit replaced this. And believe me, I would live this life that he got out there in that tree, living off the land any day, than live in this city under this white man harassing you all the time, trying to extract money out of your pocket. And that's why he tore the forest up, so he could make your ass be dependent up on him. And dependent on him means imminent death and failure.
Nobody is in a hurry here. The natives have plenty of time. The oldest daughter carries water up to the hut in bamboo tubes. It's intended for drinking. The native...
Did you see the little baby in the backpack? Okay, these backpacks like that has been around forever. We cannot give the European credit for the backpack. The people all over the Nile Valley civilizations already had manufactured a backpack. The reason they hid that from you is because they didn't want you to know that Nile Valley civilization predated this wannabe civilization that we all think we're living in now.
Natives don't cook because they don't...
That lady showed you they out in New Guinea carrying babies around in grass sachets on their back. They didn't have no strollers with no fucking sunlight visor on it.
Don't have any dishes for it. A clay pot is a strange thing to them. Instead, they use bamboo, even though it has its weaknesses.
White man, of course. She has so many babies. She shouldn't have so many babies. See, that's why his ass shouldn't be left to be in the deciding seat. If he would have cut down all the trees and the forest and everything, we could have all been left in our own sector by ourselves, not having to worry about his ass. See, this lady is out here with no shoes on, all right? None of that modern day bullshit that they make you believe is necessary for you to be somebody. But she's out here, a mother, capable of raising all these children without one fucking freaking welfare check or without no food stamp card. All that shit that came into play after he came and cut down all of the natural sustainment.